Hey everybody, Steve G here for Chef Knives to Go with another quick look product review. And what we have this time is the Takayuki Ginga Santoku 180mm knife. Core steel on this is what's known as ZA18 stainless. Heat treat on that's about 6061 Rockwell. You can read a little bit about that on the product page, a little more description on it. It's an all stainless blade, so they've got a 69 layer Damascus finish on the blade. That's stainless as well, so it's an all stainless blade. You can see this is laser engraved kanji, but it pops nicely on the blade. So it's really pretty fit and finish. They've got a little bit of polish to it, as you can see, so it's pretty smooth polished finish. Very smooth when you touch it. Let's see, what else? Weight. So the weight and dimensions can vary a little bit from knife to knife. This particular one is 134 grams or 4.7 ounces. The handle is octagonal. It's a Wenge main finish with a black Pakkawood, black buffalo horn. Excuse me. Got to read my sheet. So this is a buffalo horn ferrule on it. Looks like it's got a good tight seal job where that tang goes into the handle, so nicely done there. Nice fit and finish on the handle. You got a little bit of a step here, but that's pretty normal for that. It's not much. That Wenge is a little dense, so that's going to bring the balance point back a bit, so your balance point right about where that choil is. That means on a pinch grip, it's going to be a little bit handle heavy as far as balance goes. Racket grip, a little less so, of course. The dimensions, again, can vary a little bit. This particular one is 185 millimeters at the edge, or 7.3 inches. Overall length, about 330 millimeters, or 13 inches. And then as far as thickness goes, it's fairly stiff, but it's a pretty thin blade. So we've got about 1.9 millimeters thick at the back of the heel. Then I got about 1.8, about halfway down. Not a ton of taper, pretty much holds that, maybe loses a little bit of thickness and a little bit of taper as you go down. And then just kind of a gradual grind towards the edge. There's not like a particular hard edge on it. It just kind of contours down, convex towards the edge. Nicely done. And you can see the tip's pretty thin on here, nice and thin. So the tip should work real nice on this. And then here's the choil shot. Thin at the edge as well, quite thin. So this should be a very nice performing blade. Height-wise, I got about 45.5 millimeters at the back of the heel. And you can see they pretty much, with the handle, they've got that just about even with the neck. The neck's fairly wide, but it is right in line with there, so pretty much just right in there. Pretty much continuous for your finger, so a great spot for your finger there for a pinch grip. Pretty decent cutting edge, or I should say cutting board clearance for your fingers there, not a problem. Already talked about the balance point. Let's do a beauty shot here. So you can see a lot of layers in that. They've got, again, laser engraved kanji on the left side or the right side of the blade as you're holding it, using it. There's your cladding. You can see it's fairly polished. On the left side of the blade, you can see they've got the steel and the location, Takayuki in Japan. Definitely can tell what steel that is. So there's the left side of the blade. Everyone's going to be unique. They've done some polishing, a little bit of rounding off on the corners on the spine. And they haven't done a lot with the choil. It's a little bit of rough back there, but they took a little bit of the edge off of it. Out of the box edge, will give this 6 out of 10, so it was pretty sharp out of the box. Nice fit and finish on it. Again, the choil wasn't sharp at the edge. Could be a little more polished, but it's definitely usable right out of the box. No sharp edges. Here is the cutting board profile, and this is just a pretty good all-around Santoku profile. So the tip's fairly low, sheep's foot kind of point to it, and you can see it kind of rolls. It's pretty much not a big flat spot, but it just kind of rolls in a gentle belly at the back, so you could chop with that. You can see it just kind of rolls into the heel. There's not really a stop on it. And then the tip is fairly low. See if I can cut myself here. The tip's fairly low, actually getting pretty high here, so I can get about right in there before the tip wants to dig into the knife or to the cutting board. So I can rock this thing pretty easily. So this will rock pretty nicely over medium stuff and smaller, no problem. Tip draws you can do pretty well, and again a little bit of flattish towards the back, not a ton, but pretty versatile profile. So if you're looking for something with nice fit and finish, all stainless construction, interesting steel, a lot of visual going on, just nice package, cool handle. This is the Takayuki Ginga Santoku 180mm knife from Chef Knives to Go.